everybody. How is everybody doing today? This is Ladybug, and we're getting ready to do work on this, what I call the garden path. Hang on, I'm gonna put you in a little bit closer if I can. It's not that figures. Lay right. Yeah, I guess that's about the best I'm gonna be able to do. And so what we're going to do is we're going to work on the garden path and work that way. And we'll turn a little bit of some of my music on, and we're going to get busy here. Okay. Because I am coming all the way across and get this all there we go. Ripped. Okay. Anyhow, where we're working is right in this area. And so we're just gonna sit here, do a little diamond painting, and have a little bit of fun. Let's see. I have to be able to see there we go. What we doing? We need E, which is number 7. Okay. And but there's a lot of confetti in this because it does have a lot of plants and flowers and trees and you name it, it's there. And so we're just gonna sit here and try to work on this. I worked on this a little bit last night. I was in the chat last night on the live, the Thursday, the Monday motivational, and I didn't talk much. I was listening and was kind of hiding in the bushes, you might say, just lurking around. And but I was listening. It's just that I didn't have a lot to say last night. And, with my jaw hurting, it gives you a headache. So I figured, well, I'm just gonna sit in the background and listen and everything. I know they talked about some really off-the-wall stuff last night. So, anyhow. Yeah, I know Miss Southern Belle, she wanted me to come up on the panel, but I haven't been in the mood, I guess. What with me not, I'm not feeling good, and then my jaw hurts, and so, you name it. So I've kind of been quiet. And but I am trying to keep up with my videos and whatnot. Yeah, I'm using my vacuum pen again today. I was using the other one, the wax, and I can use it for a while, but it makes my hands hurt. So this vacuum pen does help considerably. What I'm doing is the E's are everywhere, honey. They are everywhere. It's a little bitty one. Look at that tiny one. Can you see that? No, probably not. It's so tiny you can't even see it. Alrighty. And so anyhow, I love this painting. Yeah, this one is at 30 by, I think it's 30 by 80, I think. And I really like this painting. It's a pretty painting. Yeah. I know you can't really see much of it because of the release papers over it, but it looks like this looks like the back of a house right here. All right, let me get this out of the way. This here, and let's see. Now there you go. Now you can see it. This is the back of the house here, and then this is a garden, and then right over here is the walkway to the house. All right, and so it's going to be pretty when it's done. And so I like this. I don't mind this particular size. This isn't too bad. And then, like the one I was working on the other day, the Jesus, I got the bottom portion of that one is done, the bottom portion of it. And so I figured I'd take a break from that, and I tried to do something else. And and my grandson is out weed eating today. It's his day off, so he's getting the mowing done, he's getting the weed eating done, because it's kind of slid because of all the rain and stuff we've been having. And so he's out there doing that. And then I think he's supposed to go to lunch with his girlfriend. I think that's what he's got planned. No, take that back. It's gonna be dinner. They're gonna be going out to dinner. And so anyhow, I like his girlfriend. She's nice. She has sweet nature about her. And it's definitely an improvement over the last one. That last one was something else. But anyway. And plus all the dogs like her. Yep, that tells you something right there. Yeah, we got 2 dogs and both of them like her a lot. So that tells you quite a bit right there. I have learned to pay attention to the animals. If they don't like a person, they usually have a pretty good reason. You know? I know that sounds strange, but sometimes animals are a better judge of character than we are. But anyway, so right now it's at 79 degrees, which isn't too bad. And it's 2:37 in the afternoon, so that's not bad. It's not near as bad as it has been. And the humidity is not too bad. And the sun is shining. So that's a plus all the way down the line. Let's see. That's all right. And so it's kind of a nice day today. Yeah, I checked on my orders coming in. I've got one that's been delivered to the mailbox, so gotta go out there and check on that. And then I've got another one that's supposed to be delivered later today. I bought one of those. I had to get one of those. It's a pet waterer, and I got one of these types that you fill the big bottle up and whatnot, and then as they drink the water, it continuously refills the bowl, right? Well, for some reason, they don't like that one. They won't touch that water at all. And I've done everything. I've, washed it out. I've used a little bit of bleach. I've used just plain water. I mean, I have tried to, I don't know if it's a scent thing or what, but they just don't want nothing to do with it. So I was on Amazon the other day and was looking for a solution to the water situation, because apparently they don't like it because it's not continuously fresh, is what I'm thinking. And so I found one of these ones that you fill up the reservoir and it's got a filter and water's moving. It's like a little water fountain, and it keeps your water fairly fresh. And you can fill that small reservoir up, and for a single cat, it is good for about 5 or 6 days, right, before you have to refill it. And what I liked about it is that you can take it completely apart and clean it and make sure there's no, scum or anything like that, built up in it. And so I got it for $17.99 at Amazon. So I went ahead and ordered it, and that should be in, I think, today, sometime today. And we are going to give it a good try, because it hooks up to it's electric, and so it hooks up to like a USB, but it also can plug it in. And I'm going to try that and see if that improves the situation. And I'll take that other water and I'll put it out, out in the living room or something for the dogs. No point in wasting it, right? And so anyhow, so I did that, and then I've got another order that I'm waiting on from Amazon, and it's I'll have to show it to you when it gets here, but it's for cross stitch, and it's a type of, it's like a table clamp, but it is designed, right, to hold a Q-snap. And I really like the way it was designed. And so I've got it on order. I ordered it about a week or so ago. And so that should be coming in soon. And that'll help a lot on not having to hold the Q-snap. So that'll be easier on my hands. Because I do miss my cross stitch. Anyhow, so like I said, I've got a few things coming in from various different companies. Yeah. I'm going to contact VLOOK again, send him another email and let him know that I'm still interested in doing PR packages for them and getting involved with collaboration. And hopefully this time around they'll have enough time to include me in the next collaboration, because I know it was too late for this one they're getting ready to do now. I was too late for that. It was, that's okay. I'm still gonna try. And that way I can give them an honest review on what I think of their products. So I am still gonna contact them and see about getting involved. And then I'm gonna try to contact a couple of other ones and try to set it up to do PR packages for them. And that'll be kind of fun. And so we're working on it slowly. Yeah, last time I looked, my subscribers was up to 327, I think, the last time I looked. And which that's good. It's slowly growing. And the more the merrier is the way I look at it. And so I've got to figure out how to do a pop-up. And that way I can maybe start doing some pop-ups. But I have to schedule it around a lot of these other lives. So that way you can watch the other lives and then catch my pop-up. It's in and around the same time. So we're working on it. Yeah, I'll throw out an email to a bunch of people and let them know that I'm going to do a pop-up on such and such time and that kind of thing. So I need to set up my own account with StreamYard, and that way I can eventually start doing lives. But I have to figure all of that stuff out, which I am not very good at. Yeah, gotta move this so that way we can move this thing over a little bit. There we go. Because we still got a bunch of E's all throughout here. I figure I might as well go ahead and get them all while I'm at it. Yeah. And this is a pretty painting. I like this one. It's got a lot of color to it. And me, I like color. I don't mind the muted colored ones too much, but I do like the colorful ones too. Yeah. I think I'm gonna set up and try to work on the lighthouse in the night, the square drill one, the great big one. I'm gonna set that up for tonight, I think. Work on that one. And yep, nothing but E right over there. Yep. And work on that square for a little bit tonight. So you never know, I may do more than one video today. It all depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling up to it, I'll do more than one. If not, then this is the one you're gonna get. Kind of situation. Yeah, my daughter was telling me she's gonna have to work again this Saturday. You know, which is not really that. It's a little teeny tiny one. I don't want that one. But until after the 4th of July, it's probably going to be a sure thing that they're going to be working the weekends. Yeah. And so they're all scattered all over the place. And but yeah, I did most of this last night. Yep, I did all of this, most of this side, and all of this last night. Yeah, I was on there listening to the live for about 2.5 hours, something like that. And so it gave me plenty of time to get some stuff done. And I noticed Joan was really coming along with that one she's working on. And yeah, she's getting there. It's almost done. That's that Brumatic or whatever it's called. And she's almost done with that one. And then Miss Linda, she's working on that one, was it Breathing in Color or something like that? It's the newest one that's come out. She's working on that one. And then Star, she's still working on her Peacock Lady that she got. And that's coming out really nice. She says it's really confetti heavy though. So it's like me, one drill at a time. Kind of situation. And then so everybody's got stuff they're working on. And KY Philly, she left me a comment on my last video, and she said she was diamond painting as she was listening. I do that myself. I do that a lot. And I'll sit there and listen to the videos and be diamond painting while I'm listening. I do that myself all the time. But anyway, so what's the next one we want to work on? Let's see. How about the letter C? We got a bunch of those in here. Let's see what we got here. Letter C is number 8. It's a green one too. Yeah, I've got to get on the ball and de-kit that one that I've got. It's the Red Cover Bridge, the Diamond Art Club one, and I will need to get that one de-kitted so I can use that case. But I'm going to save the drills on those. And Joan was showing how she stores her drills from premium paintings that she saves. Yeah, she saves the drills, and I thought that was a really good idea. I hadn't even thought about that. What she does is she puts her drills in the Ziploc bags, little, for that particular painting, and it'll have the DMC number, and it'll also have the symbol or whatever, and then on the bag. And then what she does is she takes all of those little bags from that particular painting and she sticks it in another bag with all those drills and has the name of the name of the painting on that the larger bag, so that way she knows where those particular drills come from. And if she has a situation, say a drill comes off or whatever, and she wants to replace it, all she has to do is dig out that particular bag for that particular painting and replace the drill, which I thought that was a really good idea. And so I'm going to start doing that myself, I think. And make it a lot easier to try to save your drills. Because that way you know where they came from, kind of situation. Especially with these premiums. When you're doing, now the budget-friendly ones, I don't think I'm gonna keep saving the budget-friendly. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I have to think about it. Because like I said, I don't have a whole lot of room for storage when it comes to stuff like that. Because I've got a little table that the cats like to sit on in front under the window, but it's above the air conditioner, and it is just the cats have decided they don't want to sit there anymore. And so next to it, I've got diamond paintings in their boxes, my DAC ones and diamond dots and that kind of stuff. They're all stacked together over there next to that table. And like I said, I am literally running out of room to store anymore. So I've got to find another way of being able to store these. That's why I'm kind of like on a no-buy thing right now. Sorry about that. And so I'm kind of like on a no-buy. Now if I see something I really like, right, and it's not too expensive, then I'll buy it. I'm trying not to do any buying of diamond paintings right now, because of the fact is that I'm running out of room. I mean, you can only go so high, right? After a while, you hit the ceiling. And so, anyhow. Get a drink real quick. Yeah, I made some cold coffee this morning. And I'm still working on it. I got my cold coffee in this thing. And, so anyway. Yeah, I was going to have just a regular cup of coffee, but then I said, no, I'm going to make myself a cold coffee instead. Because it's been so hot lately, you almost don't want to drink anything hot. And so I mixed me up some coffee in my big jug here. Put my sugar-free French vanilla creamer in there. And then stirred it up with a little bit of warm water, because I'm using instant coffee. And then added a little bit of cold water to it, and added my ice, and I was good to go. Yep. Yeah, in the summer, when it gets so hot, I like my coffee, you know, but at the same token, I don't like it gets too hot to drink hot coffee, so I take, drink some cold coffee instead. So that jug that I've got is the equivalent of about two and a half cups of coffee. Because I don't know what the ounces is on this one. I think it's like 35 or something. I don't remember. And so it's the equivalent of about 2 cups of coffee. I'm working on it. I like to try to get them separated. When I go to pick them up, I'm not picking up more than one. You know, kind of situation here. So, I ended up with 2 that time. Oh well. And, but yeah, I do like this, this vacuum pan. I've got another one here somewhere. I just haven't been, I've got it put away so well I can't find it. About normal for me. And so, yeah, I do that a lot. I'll put stuff away, you know. I'll put stuff away and get it out of the way, and then I forget what I did with it. And then I end up tearing the whole bedroom apart trying to find it. So, That's par for the course for me. I forget everything. If I don't write it down and I'm in a book and I got the book right there in front of me all the time, I forget. Yep. Anyhow, so how much time we got here? Oh, it's only 36 minutes. Okay, we're good. Making sure we don't go over. Yeah, when I get busy diamond painting, I get really quiet. Yeah. I try not to get too quiet because then you start to wonder, well, is there something wrong with this video? Kind of situation. So we're getting there. I'm not completely done with the C's, but we're getting there. Yeah, Miss Southern Belle, she was working on something the other night in a little red and white teapot and teacup. It was really cute. Yeah. I think it was one of them off-canvas things that she was working on, I think. But it was really pretty. I like that little red and white teapot. Yep, and they're supposed to have another live again tonight. Not sure what time, but they're going to be doing a lot of bead craft tonight. Doing things with beads. And I thought I'd sit back and watch. And so I'm not sure what time. All I know is I got my notifications on, so it's probably about 6, 7 o'clock, something like that. But I thought that would be interesting to watch. Yeah, I watch crafting shows, and if I'm not watching that, then I'm watching interesting documentaries, about archaeology and possible, extinct animals and possible sightings of animals that they think were extinct but they're not, or whatever. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I watch. I don't like some of the more modern or newer movies. They have too much violence, too much foul language. I just don't care for them, so I don't watch them. And so I watch stuff like that on YouTube. I watch all kinds of documentaries and stuff. Yeah, what is it? The Unexplained I can't remember all the names of the ones that I listen to. We're almost done with these C's over here. Just about. And then we'll switch to something else. But like I said, this one here does have a bit of confetti in it. But it's worth it in the long run because of all the different colors and the blends and stuff. But working it, it does get a little bit tedious, to say the least. Because they're scattered all over the place. Okay, I think we got most of them. I'm not going to say all, but I'm going to say most. Alrighty, I think we're going to put these away. Ouch. Yeah, I'm having to use both my come on, get up there. There we go. I had one that was stuck. Both my hand braces today, because as you can see, I got a gray one on and a black one on. Yeah. And there's a C right there. Oh, there we go. All right, let's do. Let's do J. Yeah, we'll do J. Number 6. This is like a light yellow. Like I said, they are a bit scattered out, but yeah, I kind of go by color. You know, I'll pick out a letter or symbol and I'll go as far as I can with it. And then I'll switch over to a different color. Yeah. But I stay kind of within this square that I'm working on. There. And but we're not going to stay on too much longer. Before we start this, and then I'll end the video, and then get it to upload if I can, and then move on to and continue to work on it as during the day. But tonight I think I'm going to work on I'm going to try to set up and work on that lighthouse, because I haven't worked on that for about a week now, so I really need to get it back out and work on it a little bit. Yeah. And I do have the mermaid. I got that one all kitted up and ready to go, and that starts starts next month, which is July. Yeah. And so, whoop, over there. And so that one's ready to go. But because I do a video just about every day, I like to try to change things up a bit. And I'll do one painting, you know, for a couple of videos, and then I'll switch to another painting. You know, because I don't want to bore you to death here. You know. Yeah, and so pretty good. I need to get out that other tips and see about using, you know, doing some multi-placing, because I'm coming into areas that have a lot of color blocking going on, and so I need to dig out the other tips that I've got. So I think I've got a 3-placer, I think. And again, it might be a 4-placer. And when it comes to the color blocking, doing a multi-placer is a whole lot faster. Yeah, I've got to stop and eat something too. I have to eat something in order to take my pills, and I haven't eaten anything today. So, I'll fix myself a bowl of soup or something. And then, that way I can take the pills that I need. See what it is, I got this one pill, Jordians, I think that's what it's called. Anyway, you actually have to eat something before you take it, because if you don't, it'll upset your stomach. Now the others, not so much, but that one particular one, absolutely. You got to have something in your stomach before you take it. So, and you can see where it's all scattered out. It'll have like 2 or 3 J's here, 2 or 3 over there. So it is kind of scattered out. Just a lot of them. They kind of run in little clusters. And so today would probably be a good day for me to do that tiger, because the top of the tiger, across the very top of the painting, has lost a lot of its stickiness. And so I'm going to have to put some of that dot stick on it, and that way, and let it dry, and that way I can finish that painting. Because it's a space about like so, but about that big, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches of a space that's lost its stick. So figured I'd just dab a little of that stuff on it and add the stickiness back to it, and that way I can finish it. Because I'm almost done with that one. That big tiger that I was working on. It's just, but with all the rain we've been having and the humidity, I wasn't going to even try to do that until we had better days where it's not quite so humid. Yeah, I needed a little bit drier days. All these rainy days is just not going to cut it. So, yeah, today it's like the computer says partly sunny. So that means it's got clouds rolling through here and there. Well, it's better than it raining, let's put it that way. But they say we're supposed to be getting some more rain in the next day or so. And I'm getting sleepy. Like I said, I haven't been sleeping very well lately, so right now I'm getting very sleepy. Yeah, Miss Southern Belle, you could tell that she was tired yesterday. You could hear it in her voice. While she was on the line, you could tell she's tired. And yeah, sometimes you can hear it in their voices. Joan was pretty quiet last night too. Yep, it was mostly Star and Miss Southern Belle that was doing most of the talking last night. Yep. Alrighty, I think we're gonna wrap this up. And I'll continue to work on this, but I'm gonna get off here because it's 55 minutes, so we're pushing the envelope, shall we say. Okay, So what I'm gonna do, cover this up so if I bump it around, it doesn't get spilled all over the place. There we go. And but y'all have a good day. Enjoy your afternoon, and take care of each other. Love one another. You know, as Jesus loves you. And like I say, keep praying for each other. Pray for the country. Pray that this this deal between us and Iran, you know, goes through and everybody follows the rules, you know, and just pray that that this fighting is over. I'll be glad when it is. And so, keep everybody in your prayers, and we will see you on the next video. So take care, God bless, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye-bye.